line in the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Into the outfield. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. Outside corner, there's a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Strike two.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Pitch. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that'll get down for a hit. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing there.
Back-to-back base hits. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Feeling for the roll as he makes the catch. Both runners tagging from second and third. One runs in.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands in now and watches strike one. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. In to scores the run from third. It's 2-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Hit in the air, right field. Soto gets under it. Snags it for the second out. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. Fastball for a strike. In the air out towards right center. Soto sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That is the inning. Get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto. On the ground. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And here is Giancarlo Stanton. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. In the air, left field. Varsho makes the play. And a couple of quick outs.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Anthony Rizzo stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone! And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Varsho makes the play, and it's out number 3. Yankees get a homer to cut the lead, and it's now a 2-1. We head to the bottom of the second, and the batter now, Alejandro Kirk. Swing and a bouncer. Throw on to Rizzo. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second. And now it's Dalton Varsho. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Varsho measures 5 feet 10 inches in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2017. A little bloop single. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. In the air, right side. Soto gets under it. Makes the grab. And there's 2 away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. So up next for Toronto, Kevin Kiermaier. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And he can't make the play.
Really got feel for him right there, and to drop a pop-up like that as an outfielder, it's kind of like an infielder that gets the yips and can't throw across the diamond. You hope it doesn't get in his head, because everyone is paying attention to the next fly ball that he's going to get to make sure
he's under it to make the catch in center, and we'll take a break. Blue Jays leave a pair as they're unable to add to their 2-1. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Oswald Peraza. Mano back to work. Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. And a quick out, number 1. Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. This one high in the air to left center. Varsho sizes this one up, and there are 2 outs. Here comes Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Hit hard, base hit. And that extends the inning. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league
and that one ripped into right. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Lead runner gets the stop sign in third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here is Aaron Judge. 0 for 1 so far. That clips the corner. The Yankees down by a run here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And Judge spoils that one. Soft contact in the air. Makes the catch, inning over. Yanks strand a pair. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bo Bichette. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. Out to short, and that spurts through. And aboard on the leadoff single. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fought off foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Judge sizing this one up, and there's one down. Judge hustles it back in. The runner stops at second. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Swung on, belted. Verdugo ranging back. Out of here. The 2-run shot, his 4th home run of the season. It's 4-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trick.
And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
All over that one right there. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Rodon fires. That's to third. 2 gone now. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. And he hits a ground ball right side. Goes to third. In there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. So 2 down. Santiago Espinal next up for the Blue Jays. That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1. Popped up first base side. Moving under this one. And that ends the inning. It's a beautiful Springer dinger here. It's now as we go to the top of the 4th.
This
Now it's the
basketball
right fielder,
babies.
Juan Soto. And a pitch. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. But now he holds it first with a leadoff single. Little surprising he didn't try for 2.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
In the air right field. Brings it in. Takes it himself. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. And here is Anthony Rizzo. He's already homered in this game. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Kiermaier trying to get there. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's Kiermaier now. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Connor Falefa batting with 1 down. Takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Rodon ready. Here comes. There's a swing and a drive. Verdugo going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Bo Bichette up to the dish. And there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. He swings and fouls one off. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Peraza throws to first, and Guerrero is set down. Inning over. Bo Bichette goes yard for the Jays. It's now a 5. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Austin Wells. The pitch. Ripped to short. On to first. 1 up, 1 down. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. This ball's chopped on the ground. Bichette on the run. Throw to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Anthony Volpe flied to left his first time. Foul ball there. Volpe, a former Gold Glove winner, 22 years old. And he's put together some good swings lately with 5 home runs in his last 10 games. Swing and a ball popped up. Connor Falefa settles underneath it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back now in Toronto. Here's George Springer. Now time called. Pitching coach coming out for a meeting as two relievers continue to throw in the bullpen. Caleb Ferguson will take over here. He's making his second appearance of the season. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. Short hop liner handled it short. Over to first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball. Popped up. As this one sized up. Hauls it in to end the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Gleyber Torres. The right-hander back to work. This one popped up. Espinal makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Alex Verdugo, 1 for 2. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He was all over that one. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Judge, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Quick feed to second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the 6th. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. Makes the grab, 1 away.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Puts it away for the out. Back to the top of the lineup, and now for the Jays, Kevin Kiermaier. And that one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
On the ground right side. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. And we're back. Here's Juan Soto.
The right fielder, Juan Soto.
And he deals. The Yankees looking to rally.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Not in time. He's safe. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Lifted in the air, right center field. Sizes this one up. Kiermaier makes the play. He steps on the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay. Pays off for the out. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That smash towards center. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now Bichette. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is a foul ball. Center field. Judge has it sized up. Judge squeezes it. The throw in. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move to the at-bat.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down. And the batter is George Springer. Splits the plate. Strike one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And no one can get there. Around third. He will score. And the lead is up to 5.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a good pitch to drive. Stayed short with his bat path to the ball and caught it out front. And he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap. And that's pretty much a double every time.
This to center field. Judge makes the play, and that's the third out. The Jays push across a run on this double. And we go to the 8th. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells. And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. That one hit to right, and that is Springer. Corrals it. One down. Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
High fly ball out to center field. Kiermaier calls it in, 2 away.
The batter, number 11.
So digging in, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe.
In the air, right field. Springer there makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And first offering is fouled off. That one lifted to left. Verdugo gets under it. Brings it in. 1 away. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays. That's in there, and that is strike one.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And the pitch. Chopped left side. Volpe. Gathers and throws to first. And now 2 gone. Headed down the line. Soto really on his horse pull. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. 0-1 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They lead it, though, 6-1. Back now in Toronto. Here is Gleyber Torres. Manoah back to work. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
To the right side, Espinal. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The left fielder, number 24, Alex Verdugo.
He's 2 outs away. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Verdugo. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. On a line out towards center. Lays out and makes the play.
With Kevin Kiermaier out there, you want to keep the ball out of the air. He's got a chance on just about every ball that's hit in his direction. Nice job there, diving catch. He makes it look so easy.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. Springer ranging back. And what a play! Ball game.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start, who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory. But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB. All right, ready to get underway. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ahmed Rosario. Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
7:05.
And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Right-hander kick steals. Got him looking. Now 1-away.
Well, locked him up with the cutter on the outside right there, and I got to think he was looking middle in because he just couldn't pull the trigger. And with 2 strikes, fastball coming in, you've got to be ready to swing it. That time it cut to the outside part of the plate, and he just couldn't pull the trigger.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction will cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Judge is there. And that is that. Back at Yankee Stadium. And today's starter, Shane McClanahan.
Oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Diaz takes it to the bag. Nice job to recover from the offline throw. Aaron Judge at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Judge comes up empty there.
Out on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Foul ball still 0-2. And he chases that one. And a nice inning of work there. Back here in New York, here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a foul ball. Popped up. Torres pulls it down, and there's one away. And now it's Jose Siri.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Ground ball left side, and he picks it up in foul territory. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Now this is in the air down the line. Soto makes the catch. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Rene Pinto now at the plate. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. So up next, Richie Palacios. High fly ball, shallow right field. Got it, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the second, Juan Soto now. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. Soto getting the start in right, batting in the cleanup spot, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Tap to first, and he grabs it foul. The 0-2. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And here is Anthony Rizzo.
Really strong hitting performance recently. More than 3 hits per game over this last stretch.
In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. Well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And now here is Johnny DeLuca. Clips the corner, 1-1. Line drive, that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. So digging in, Greg Jones. Into center. And he makes the catch. Now a long throw to first. So the lineup flips over, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Throws to first in time.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And that'll do it. The Rays strand just the 1, and we're still not ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. McClanahan, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. The wind of the pitch. Hard hit left side. And he beats it. He's safe. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Here's DJ LeMahieu. Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's Jose Trevino. That one out to right. DeLuca has a beat on it. Makes the grab. Throw over to first. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. Back in the Bronx, John Shelby with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Yandy Diaz. That one ripped, but foul. Here comes a pitch. In the air out to center. Volpe on the move. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Paredes batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Next offering is fouled back. Fourth inning underway, no score. On the ground right side. Whips it to first. Two quick outs here in the top of the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Siri in the box with two gone. And takes a look at a called strike. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. All tied up here in game one of this three-game set. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down in order go the Rays. And we are still scoreless. Bottom of the fourth, and stepping in for the Yankees, Gleyber Torres. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1 down. Absolutely belted. Siri going back. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, starting with this already. Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Jones settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting. The center field.
It's Aaron Judge now. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. And a swing and a miss.
He's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether.
Now the tag at third, and they got it. Tag out at second. It's a double play. Back at Yankee Stadium, ready now for the fifth inning. And here's the catcher, Rene Pinto. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over. Nobody getting loose out in the pen. So a little consultation. Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. Got him looking. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Palacios stands in now and watches strike one. And there's a base hit to the left.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
LeMahieu. There's one. On to first, but it pulls him off the bag. And down the shortstop, Greg Jones. And that clips the inside corner. Jones measures 6 feet 2 inches. 26 years old. He's usually in center, but today starting at shortstop. Righty delivers. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
I think this is a pretty difficult move coming in. You got to have soft feet, soft hands, make those routine plays, and shortstops make it look so easy. We'll see how he does out there in this one.
Foul ball still 0-2. Liner, base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting
Bak
coach in the league. Just a
obrigado.
nice line drive into center field.
On the ground to third. They take the force out, and that is that. The Rays strand a pair. Still no score. Back for more from the Bronx. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Juan Soto. Right side. DeLuca under it. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a swing and a miss.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
Back to right. DeLuca gets under it. He's there. He's got it. 2 down. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Now a fly ball to right center. DeLuca sizing this one up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Taylor Walls. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Scott Efros. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That misses. Ball 1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And here it comes. On the ground to the left. LeMahieu whips it across. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. Base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the matter.
That's out number 2.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Siri swings through it for strike 1. Now 1-1.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one just misses. Down 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back in the Bronx, here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
You know, these Yankees, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats.
Palacios going back, and it hooks. Foul.
No?
I'd really like to see him make an adjustment. Get more patient and start waiting for that right pitch. Not just the first pitch. I think that could make a big difference in this one.
And that one is lifted in the air. Siri sizes this one up. Nabs it. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. And he's already singled in this game. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
The batter.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jose Trevino. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Palacios snags it on the run. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the top of the seventh. Here's the catcher, Rene Pinto. The pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Line, and that's a base hit.
Every now and then you'll see a right fielder try to throw out that runner at first. The hitter, he takes offense to it.
Well, nobody ever tried to throw you out at first.
Just the second baseman every time I'd roll over on the ground.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. And that one handled. Off-balance feed. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. And that's a base hit despite a great defensive effort.
A nice diving play at second. Gave it a great effort, but I was just impressed by the hustle down the line to beat the throw. That was a fun play. Great stuff right there.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. So up next, Taylor Walls. Swings and misses. And that's strike one.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
With the go-ahead run at third, here in the top half of inning number 7. Efros checks on first, and he's back in standing. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first, out to escape a base. Back in New York, bottom of the 7th. Now at the plate, Gleyber Torres. McClanahan back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Jones right there to make the grab. One away. Now here is Trent Grisham. In the air, right field. DeLuca under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Claro, pessoas, muito obrigado por esse campeonato, assim, as notificações, e vamos lá. Deixa só.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
The 0-2. Next offering popped in the air, right field. DeLuca should have this one. And the inning is over. And we're back. Yandy Diaz now. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. And there's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Just missed.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Volpe throws the first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
One down, base is empty. Got him swinging.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Siri in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to third. LeMahieu gets it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back now with the Bronx. Stepping in, Juan Soto. Line drive, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Shane McClanahan is done, and that was a start he can feel pretty good about. Tie ball game, and new pitcher when we get back. Now on the mound for the Rays, Kevin Kelly. Substitution being made at first, and here's the Yankees pinch runner, Alex Verdugo. No outs, runner at first, and now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Sizing this one up. Brings it in. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Now Anthony Rizzo. Here's Rizzo. Swinging a drive. Deep right field. To the warning track. Makes the catch. Now into the game, Alex Verdugo. He takes over at right. Pinto in the box, lays off for ball one. Next offering is in for a strike. And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Victor Gonzalez. This is his third time out this year.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees. Number 47.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Gonzalez.
Pessoas muito obrigado.
To third. Throws to first in time, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Ground ball right side. Torres over to first, and that quickly 2 away.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Gonzalez deals.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom part of the order. 7-8-9. 2 up in inning number 9. And we still have no score. So coming into the game now on defense, Junior Caminero. He's in at shortstop. And the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. The right-hander back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And a pitch. And strike 2.
Oh, Tim.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him out front for strike 3. Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. Fly ball to right. Lau moving under it. Drops into the glove. That's out number 2. And next for New York, Jose Trevino. In the air out towards right center. Siri really on his horse for it. Hauls it in after a long run. Back for more from the Bronx. On to extra innings. Now it's the DH, Ahmed Rosario. So digging in, Taylor Walls. And fouled off. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy at extra. Ripped to third and caught. Makes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
That swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. He pulls into second as they jump ahead. A run scores. Isaac Paredes now. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and deals. And that one lifted in the air center field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Judge hustles it back in, and they hold him up at third despite his speed on the bases. I think they had a shot to score there. On the ground right side, and that chance handled. He's in safely at second as a run scores. So first and second with 2 outs. Rene Pinto next to hit for the Rays. 2 outs. And a foul ball. At the Belton Finals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. Gets a piece, and stays alive. 2 runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of the 10th. Ground ball to the right side. Goes to third with it. Too late, and the bases are loaded. Now up for Tampa Bay, Richie Palacios. That one the other way, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. No, we're back, and on the mound, back to the top of the Yankee order, Gleyber Torres stepping in now for the Yankees. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent it. Swing and a line drive, slicing into right field, lays it on the bounce, and it eats him up. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And he's got no chance. He's out. Around second now, going for 3. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. So they're down to their final out. Trent Grisham, the next to hit. Hit to the left side, and this is going to do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game. 2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
The final line for Flower Ball.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the New York Yankees. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars. Ready to go? Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. Fastball for a strike. And we're underway.
First pitch, 107.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him. And now it's Ahmed Rosario.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Garrett Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award.
Stays alive.
And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
Fights that one away. The count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That's hard hit in the line. And makes the grab. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. And here is Yandy Diaz. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Cole, more than 100 career wins on the mound. A former first-round pick back in 2011. Here's a rocket out to left. Verdugo makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Hit in the air, center field. Palacios drifts towards it, hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 away. Here's Alex Verdugo. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. 1 down, base is empty. The other way. Arozarena makes the catch. 2 down. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Leading the AL in batting average. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Line to left, and it goes just foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Out towards left center. Arozarena pulls it in on the run. Top of the second, and now it's Brandon Lau. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Left-hand hitter waits. Lined into right. Squeezes it, and a quick out number 1. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Up the middle. Dives, but it's off his glove.
So they
get a man aboard with 1 out
pass.
single. Francisco Mejia coming up to hit, and that is in for a strike. 0-1. Second inning here, no score. That's in there. 0-2 now. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
0-2 now. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. To the right side, and he picks it up, and he'll put it in his pocket. In the air, center field. Judge is under it. He's got it. The throw in. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. In the air, out towards left center. He makes the grab, and that is that. One left for Tampa. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Juan Soto. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Foul ball, still 0-2. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. This to third. Walls throws to first. And a couple of quick outs. And here is Anthony Rizzo. And first offering is fouled off.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Bounces off the wall as he makes a great grab. Back at Yankee Stadium, new inning getting started. And stepping in for the Rays, Taylor Walls. Right down the chute. That's strike 1. The line to kick the pitch. Ground ball, Rizzo picks it up. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Now up for Tampa Bay, Greg Jones. On the ground at first. He handles it himself. 2 up, 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Randy Arozarena will hit next. And he pumps in a strike. Top of the third, no score. This one in the air. LeMahieu sizes this one up. But the first baseman gets there instead. And that'll do it. Back in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. Right side. And foul ball.
You know, these Yankees definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little bit over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results. He's been swinging it really well lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls, so a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Wells gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one in the air, right field. He's under it. Makes the grab. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's in double play. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Estamos abaixo da terceira entrada. Está 0-0. Segundo jogo aconteceu.
Man, that got him square in the mask. 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. On to the 4th. Back at Yankee Stadium. On to the 4th. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Ahmed Rosario. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Out towards right center field. Judge really on his horse for this one. And he makes the grab. And there's one down. Diaz, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Up against the wall and brings it in. Lau at the plate.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
And that's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now the center fielder, Richie Palacios. That one ripped. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center. Runner in scoring position now.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Pulls it into the warning track.
Claro, pessoas, centenas, muito obrigado.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, leading off, Gleyber Torres. Check swing went around, and that is strike 1. Torres, a former All-Star, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Big stack center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And his hitting streak continues. There have been almost no bad days for him in the past month.
This guy's running hot, Boog, and people around the league are paying serious attention to this streak now, especially the pitchers that are trying to slow him down.
At the plate, Alex Verdugo. That one hooked foul. And now 1 away. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Nice stop. There's one. And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning. Back in New York, top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Junior Caminero. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Soto really on his horse for it. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. Makes the catch, crashing into the wall.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
1 down, base is empty. High in the air, out to right. Soto gets under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Greg Jones. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Halfway through this one, still no score. Bottom of the inning, Juan Soto down. Eflin back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Didn't get cheated on that swing and squared it up perfectly. Came off the bat at 111, and when that's the case, the odds are very much in your favor as a hitter.
Soto gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it up. Pretty amazing. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Now time called at the plate. First and second go out. Last half of inning number 5. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. There's one.
He's out.
To first down in time. Great effort there. 2 on, 1 out. Austin Wells digs in now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. 1 runs in.
4 simultâneas, muito obrigado.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Here's DJ LeMahieu, and he swings and misses at the initial offering. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. And the righty deals. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Palacios under it. Drops into the glove. To second with the thrower. No chance to get back. It's a double play. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. Back in the Bronx, all set for the top of the 6th. And now, Randy Arozarena. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Ron Marinaccio.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Brings it in. And there's 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. That's towards center. Judge getting an angle on it. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Yandy Diaz now. That's out to center field. Judge has it sized up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. And a pitch. On the ground to third. And it's through for a hit.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He rolled hard into the outfield. Even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Gleyber Torres, really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Lifted in the air, right field. Jones makes the catch. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And the batter now Alex Verdugo.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
And it's through for a hit. And that gives Aaron Judge a chance to hit with 2 out.
Só assim, tá
Nice
mesmo,
job
muito
staying
obrigado.
up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Out to short, Caminero. They get the force out with room to spare, and that's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Brandon Lau. And that one fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that puts the tying run on base.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
With the tying run on at first, in the top half of inning number 7. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Makes the turn at second, heads for third.